This episode is made possible by our sponsor, Omega Bright Wellness. I've taken their omega-3 supplements for many years, and so has my wife, and that's why I invited them to sponsor my podcast. I'm proud to have them. You can find all of their products online at omegabrightwellness.com, and bright is intentionally misspelled B-R-I-T-E, omegabrightwellness.com. This episode is also sponsored by Landmark College, another institution that I have warm personal relationship with in Putney, Vermont. It's the college of choice for students who learn differently. Learn more at lcdistraction.org. Hello, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode on the theme of Thanksgiving. No, I'm not going to give you a pious lecture on all the reasons there are to be grateful. But I am going to invite you to enter into an attitude of gratitude. How's that, an attitude of gratitude? But in a very genuine, heartfelt way. Now, I think I've told this story before on the podcast, but I'm going to tell it again because it demonstrates most vividly a genuine, heartfelt expression of gratitude. And this came from a dear friend of mine's son when he was 6 years old, and he was sitting at the family Thanksgiving dinner. This was obviously way before we had pandemics. And so 20 or so of his aunts and uncles, cousins, grandparents, mothers, fathers, etc., were sitting around the table and some at card tables to the side, so there was the big, extended Thanksgiving audience. No holiday brings together for a sit-down dinner anything quite like it. And they were doing a family tradition, which was to go around the table, each person standing up and stating one part of their life, something in their life that they're grateful for. And, so Grandma begins by, I'm grateful for all my grandchildren who are here smiling at me, and Granddad says, oh, I'm grateful for Grandma and all the great years you've given me. And, one of the teenagers says, I'm grateful for the football games we're going to get to watch. And until it comes to this little boy about halfway through the proceeds. And this little boy was not shy. And he stood up and he said to the assembled gathering, I am grateful for my penis. And he sat down. Well, I think that is a perfect demonstration of heartfelt, genuine, sincere gratitude. So I would invite you all to think to yourselves in equally a heartfelt, sincere way, what are you truly grateful for? What are you really glad to have in your life? And I'm not going to ask you to state it because I can't see you and couldn't hear you anyway. But if you want to say it out loud, by all means, say it out loud. Say it loud and say it clear to yourself or to whoever you're sitting with. And just let yourself wonder, what are you really grateful for? Now, it doesn't have to be anything the least bit noble. For example, I'm really grateful that the Patriots played such a great game last night and came out of their funk. Some of you know, I'm a long-time Patriot season ticket holder, and this has not been a good year for us. We lost Tom Brady, and we went into a swoon. But last night, we rose up in the middle of a monsoon and struck down one of the best teams in the league, the Baltimore Ravens. I'm very grateful for that, genuinely, sincerely grateful for that. Perhaps not as grateful as that little boy was, but I'm very grateful for that. So think to yourself. I'm sure we're all grateful on the good news about vaccines. Looks like there might be vaccines on the near horizon. I'm sure you're all very grateful for your best friend or a loved one, your dog. These are things that I'm very grateful for. But I just want to allow a few seconds for you to daydream and wonder to yourself, what am I really grateful for? So I'm going to be quiet for 10 seconds and let your mind wander. Well, I hope you settled on a few items, places, memories, hopes that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for our audience. I'm grateful for the time we've spent together over these years. I'm truly grateful. Truly, truly, truly grateful. And I'm wishing you all a very happy, happy Thanksgiving. Even if you can't be, as very few of us can be, with all the people you love and would like to be with. You can bring them all to mind. You can even bring them to vision, perhaps via Zoom. But they are with you mentally, if not physically. I wish you the happiest and the most gratitude-filled, an attitude of gratitude, of Thanksgiving holidays. Well, that's it for our mini today. Thanks to our sponsor, OmegaBright Wellness. Save 20% on your first order at OmegaBrightWellness.com with the promo code PODCAST2020. Please reach out to us with your questions and comments by emailing connect@distractionpodcast.com. That's connect@distractionpodcast.com. And if you happen to be on TikTok, my new favorite platform, you can find me there with the username @DrHallowell. I've posted a whole bunch of videos about common ADHD issues, and they're only 60 seconds apiece. Take a look and let me know what you think. Distraction is created by Soundscrape Media. Our recording engineer and editor is the estimable Scott Persson, and our producer is the very talented Sarah Guertin. I'm Dr. Ned Hallowell. Until next time. The episode you just heard was made possible by my good friends at OmegaBright Wellness. I take their supplements every day, and that's why I invited them to sponsor my podcast. Shop online at OmegaBright, and that's BRITE wellness.com.